Hello, welcome back to the channel. It's your professional yapper here, and today we're going to be reviewing it. Welcome to Derry, the entire first season, episodes 2 through 8. And I did do a standalone review for episode 1, and I did plan to do a weekly review for each episode because I have been watching the show and I've been so obsessed with it. It's just I've been very busy. Holiday season is a very stressful time for me, so yeah. I've just been busy, you guys. I'm sorry, but also it's just hard for me with my busy schedule to do weekly reviews for a show. So that's why I decided to just wait till it was completely over so I could just talk about the entire season all at once. And now that I have a PC, I want to make longer, more substance content. So yeah, we're gonna be here for a while because instead of just going through and talking about things I like and didn't like about the season, I'm gonna be talking about each episode one by one, and yeah. So I'm just gonna go ahead and skip episode 1 because we already talked about everything with the mutant baby and turtle girl and the kids who got slimed in the literal first fucking episode. So yeah, let's move on to episode 2. Okay, y'all, so first things first, this intro fucking slaps. A smile is something special, a ribbon is something, I cannot stop singing that shit. That shit is stuck in my head, it's so creepy, but it's so catchy. So Lily here has gone from turtle girl to pickle girl, and I'm sorry, that scene with the dad and where her dad was like a pickle jar just made me laugh for some reason. I felt so bad, but I'm sorry, I can't show the actual clip because I am not going to copyright jail. So yeah. But I do not like how y'all blame Lily, how certain people in the fan base were blaming Lily for Ronnie's dad getting arrested. The cops literally forced her to confess, basically, or they were gonna send her back to the insane asylum. Y'all, she is a woman in the 1960s, and y'all, don't worry, I'm gonna defend Ronnie too, but yeah. But I feel like people forget that these characters are literal children, so. But I also won't tolerate any Ronnie slanders, especially for this episode, because this scene, her actress is a really good actress, and yeah, that scene with the mom and where she turns into the womb and the mom's pulling her forward, that whole scene was terrifying as hell, and her actress pulled that off perfectly. But we're gonna talk about episode 8 later, but all I'm gonna say is y'all swore up and down, you book fans swore up and down that she was gonna die, and Queen Baddie, the only sensible adult in this fuck ass town, because not really. We're gonna talk about we're gonna talk about episode 8, but yeah, she's the only adult who notices something's up in this weird ass town. I know the whole thing with Pennywise has the adult makes the adults turn away from everything that's happening with him taking the kids, but you mean to tell me all these kids going missing and not one fucking parent decide, let's get the fuck up out of this town? No, it's crazy. Again, Miss Charlotte is the only adult with fucking sense in this weird ass town. And now we're gonna move on to episode 3, and I'm just gonna say it now. The whole government trying to control Pennywise plot is fucking stupid, but sounds like something that the US government would actually fucking do. And this is where we get into the whole Native Americans trying to cage Pennywise plot and the stuff with the turtle. Can y'all please explain that to me? Anybody who has read the books or just is very well versed in the Stephen King lore, can y'all please explain the significance of this big ass turtle? And after doing a little bit of research, I know that the turtle's name is Maturin. He's just a giant turtle, and he's Pennywise's biggest enemy, and that's all I know. I wonder why they've never shown him in any Stephen King adaptations, but I know he's connected to the overall Stephen King, the fucking SKCU. That this shit literally sounds like Marvel to me. When I saw Halloran show up, this is literally giving MCU. And now we have the part that pissed me off with this dumbass little boy who comes back 50 years later and thinks I can control this bitch. I can fucking control this evil cosmic entity that's been around for like thousands of years, and that just proves to show like how stupid the US government is in like any point in time in history. But you're not going to talk about that because this is not a political channel. Like, again, like I can really see the US government taking like a literal god, a literal eater of worlds and trying to turn it into a weapon. Like, this is something that could feasibly happen in my eyes. This is also the episode where we get introduced to Will and Rich, and I think they bring like a very like a lighthearted vibe to the show, especially after watching kids get fucking slimed out after episode 1. And we're gonna talk about those kids when we get to like episode 5 or 6, because I know how much y'all love them little white kids. So we're gonna talk about Phil, Teddy, and the little sister later on. I did not forget about them, y'all, I promise. But before we talk about them, we're going to talk about episode 4. Okay, so the whole time I was watching this scene, I was thinking this girl was Maria Barra, but like still. But anyways, so yeah, episode 4, we learn more about the whole Native American stuff in the cage, and what I've learned from supernatural horror such as such as Prey and this show is when you're battling an evil cosmic entity or a supernatural demon, call your nearest indigenous person. This whole scene, I was literally clapping and screaming. I was like, yes, Pennywise, get this flop. But like, you know, obviously she has her redemption arc afterwards, but like the first 3 episodes, I hated Margie. Like, I could not stand her. But like when we get more into like the end of the season, we're gonna talk more and more about Margie, because she's like technically the main character, but we're gonna talk about that later. So after learning that Will was Mike's dad, all the scenes with Will just make me sad, knowing that he is going to die in a house fire. Like, it just makes me sad. And I'm gonna save the whole connection stuff to like the It Chapter 1, It Chapter 2, the characters and the blood. I'm gonna save all of that for episodes 7 and 8, because I feel like that's when it gets more important. But obviously, it is no secret that some of these characters are parents or ancestors of some of the characters from some of the Losers Club. No, Lily had me dying in this episode, because she homegirl really thought that Poppin' Perks was gonna stop Big P, Big the Wise, as y'all call him. And now on to episode 5, one of my favorite episodes to talk about, because, yep, let's just get straight into it. Okay, let's talk about this, because y'all swore up and down for weeks about Maddie and Phil being alive, and it was and we thought Maddie was alive, but it was just Pennywise fucking with them. But no, let's really talk about how delusional y'all were, because with Maddie is a little different because we didn't actually see him die. But we literally saw Phil, Teddy, and Susie get slimed, not once, but twice, because they re-show it in episode 2. So like, I don't know what made y'all think that Phil was alive, because we literally saw that boy get like chomped in half. So like, no, like y'all were delusional. But no, Hank really pissed me off, because Charlotte's over here trying to help him clear his name. Ronnie and her friends are over here trying to clear his name, and this man decides to leave, escape prison, and not only hook up with a married woman, but a married white woman in the 1960s as a black man. What could possibly go wrong? No, because let's talk about this stupid bit. I'm gonna chill for right now, but like when I get to episode 7, I'm finna go off on this bitch, because like, oh my god, this okay. let me stop before like I crash out right now. But like, yeah, this lady is the grandma from It Chapter 2. You know, the Pennywise when he takes the form of like the demon grandma. This is Miss Kirsch, but like her human form, I guess. But like my only thing is, how did she stay? Because we see her as a kid in 1908, and I'm gonna talk about the whole cycles thing as well. But yeah, like how did she not age from 1908 to 1962? Like she still looks like she's in her 30s and 40s here, but she is supposed to be like 60 in the timeline. And then we move on to episode 6, where we meet Bob Gray, who is the father of Miss Kirsch, Ingrid. And he is the original human form of Pennywise. Obviously, we know Pennywise isn't Pennywise. He is a entity. The original form of Pennywise was this man, Bob Gray, and I hope we learn more about him in future seasons, because there is going to be 2 more seasons, and we're going to talk about that. Actually, we're going to talk about that right now. So we know there's 1908, 1935, and 1962. We are obviously going to explore the 1935 stuff in season 2 with the Bradley Gang, and we're going to explore some stuff in 1908. I hope we get more of like its origin. I hope we get more of Rose's story. For season 3, I also want to learn more about Bob Gray himself. Margie is an icon for this. That is it. That is all. Icon. I had to skip through this episode a little bit. This is still one of the best episodes of the season. It's just the subject matter was a little bit too much for me to handle, with it covering racism and race crimes and like the full depiction of everything that happened. Like everything that happened at the black spot felt like too like eerily similar to shit that happens like in real life, and it made me feel uncomfortable and scared, which was literally, I guess, is literally the show's job. So yeah, but like still, like that scene was executed beautifully, and I think it had to be executed that way for the sake of the story. And I think it's also interesting how Pennywise uses real world oppression to get what he wants. So we get a lot of 1908 flashbacks in this episode, so I really hope season 3 covers more of Bob Gray's story. Maybe we learn more about Ingrid as well. So yeah, like I'm just very interested to see how the next couple seasons play out. Especially as someone who's not like too in tune with the Stephen King like universe, like who doesn't know everything. But I do know what the next 2 seasons are going to be based off of. Also, I found out that they literally show like everything that's going to happen like in the intro. Like they show the Bradley Gang shootout, they show the Kitchener Ironworks explosion, which are all mentioned in the It movies. So yeah, like I think that's just very good world building on their part. RIP to a real one. His death literally made me cry. Am I the only one who still thinks they could have both fit in the box? Like they're not that big, they couldn't both fit in the box. Pennywise was on demon timing in the finale, and it is all that white man's fault. Francis, I think that it was all his fault. No, because I was cheering when he killed him as the skeleton man that Pennywise was haunting him as a kid. So like, yes, the one time I was rooting for Pennywise. I was so happy when these divas survived, because everybody swore they were gonna die and everybody couldn't wait for them to die, but like, divas, they survived, they solo everybody, and the only reason they survived is because that kid was dressed as a turtle, because y'all know Stephen King loves turtles for some weird ass reason. And back to the Margie being the main character thing. So obviously we learn in the finale that Margie is Richie's mother. It has literally been theorized the whole season, but it was confirmed, and Pennywise straight up tells Margie about her future and what Richie does to him, but he also says a lot of stuff about the past, present, and future all being the same to him. So I'm wondering, is season 2 and season 3 gonna be him going back to get like even more ancestors of the Losers Club to try to change his fate? And does that kind of open the possibility up for like a It Chapter 3? I guess we'll have to find out and see. But no, R.I.P. Daniel. At least Rose survived. I was so scared that Rose was gonna die for some reason. Ronnie survived after everybody was saying she was gonna die. Charlotte kind of pissed me off at the end because after seeing everything that fucking happened in this fuck ass town, she still decides to stay. Which obviously we knew she was gonna stay because in It Chapter 1 the Hanlons are still in Derry, so like obviously, but like still. And I'm so happy they included this scene of Beverly, not only because I was excited to see Miss Sophia Lillis again, but like I'm just so excited we get to put this dumbass theory to rest. It says her name was Elfrida Marsh, not Lily. Let Lily have a happy life. She does not need to be anyone's mother. I don't care. But yeah, it was just fun seeing Sophia again, and I think this whole ending thing just tied things to Chapter 1 perfectly. So yeah, I think this was a good ending to the season, and I can't wait to see Season 2 and the whole Bradley gang stuff. And that is the end of the video. Thank you guys for watching. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Are you guys excited for Season 2? And yeah, thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe. This is Anthony, your professional yapper, signing out.